Hey everyone, if you're a Class 12 student in Madhya Pradesh getting ready for that big English exam, you have come to the right place. This explainer is going to be your secret weapon. We're going to break down exactly how to tackle this paper, strategically, so you can walk in there feeling confident and ready to maximize your score.
So, are you feeling a little overwhelmed by it all? Yeah, that's totally normal. The syllabus can look massive, right? It's kind of tough to figure out where you should even start or where to focus your energy for the best results. Well, don't you worry. We're about to clear all that confusion up for you.
And the key, the actual path through this maze, is your official exam blueprint. Seriously, think of it like a treasure map. It shows you exactly what's on the test, where all the big points are hiding, and how you can plan your study time to work smarter, not just harder. So, here's our game plan. First, we'll crack open that blueprint. Then, we'll walk through each and every section: reading, writing, grammar, and literature. We'll even clear up a super common mistake students make. And finally, we'll pull it all together into a winning strategy. You ready? Let's dive in.
Okay, first things first, let's crack this blueprint. The whole paper is worth 80 marks. And trust me, understanding how those 80 marks are broken down is the #1 most critical first step. It's the key to studying smart. So, the paper is split into 4 main parts. You've got Section A for reading skills, that's worth 14 marks. Then Section B, which is all about writing skills, for another 12 marks. Section C is a quick 10 marks on grammar, and then you've got the big one, Section D, based entirely on your textbooks, and it's worth a whopping 44 marks.
And wow, look at this chart. It really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? That huge slice for Section D, it's not just the biggest piece of the pie, it is more than half of your entire exam. Just looking at this tells you everything you need to know about where to focus your energy.
All right, let's start breaking it down, beginning with Section A, reading. This is a solid 14 marks, and it's all about how well you can understand a text. Honestly, this is a great place to score some easy points right at the start of the exam and build your confidence.
So, what's in this section? 2 things. First, a 10-mark unseen passage. You'll read it and answer some multiple-choice questions. Pretty straightforward. Then, you've got a 4-mark question on note-making. You just have to give it a title and create some short, clear notes. Oh, and a little tip for you, for the note-making, feel free to use standard abbreviations and symbols. It saves a ton of time, just make sure they're easy to understand.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk about Sections B and C. These are all about your practical skills, your writing and your grammar. Together, they're worth a combined 22 marks, and those 22 marks can really bump up your final score.
Section B is where you get to show off your writing skills. It's got 3 questions, and they're each worth 4 marks. You'll have to whip up a notice, an ad, or a poster. Then you'll write either a formal or an informal letter, and finally a long piece like an article or a report. The absolute key here is knowing the correct format for each one. And hey, watch out for letter writing. A super common mistake is mixing up the greetings for formal and informal letters. That's such an easy mark to lose, so always double check.
Then you've got Section C. This is your quick 10-mark grammar blitz. 5 marks will be for fill in the blanks, and the other 5 are for do as directed questions, where you have to change a sentence around. Things like subject-verb agreement and tenses pop up all the time here. A little bit of practice goes a long way to locking in these 10 points.
And now, it's time for the main event, the giant. Section D, literature. With 44 marks on the line, this is the powerhouse section. This is where you can seriously boost your grade. And the best part, every single question comes straight from your Flamingo and Vistas textbooks.
Just let that number sink in for a second. 44. That is 55% of your entire paper. So when we say you should prioritize this section, it's not just a suggestion. It is essential if you want a top score. So what does this massive section look like? Well, you're going to see a mix of things. There will be questions on extracts from your poems and stories. You'll have a bunch of short answer questions from both Flamingo and Vistas. And then you'll get a few long answer questions where you really need to show you understand the text on a much deeper level.
Okay, now listen up, because this is important. Inside this huge literature section, there's a classic mistake that tons of students make, especially with poetry. They mix up the summary and the central idea. Let's clear this up right now, because knowing the difference is a game changer for your marks.
So what's the difference? It's actually pretty simple. A summary just answers the question, what happened? You're basically just retelling the story of the poem. But the central idea answers a deeper question. Why was this poem written?
It's all about the main theme, the big message, what the poet was really trying to say. A summary is long and describes things. A central idea is short, sharp, and gets right to the point.
Think about the poem Keeping Quiet, for example. A summary might say, the poet asks everyone to be still. But the central idea isn't just be quiet. It's about something deeper, self-introspection. Taking a moment to look inward and understand ourselves. Grasping these big ideas is exactly how you nail those central idea questions.
Okay, so we have totally decoded the exam paper. We know what's in it and where the marks are. Now let's pull all of this together into a simple, powerful strategy that you can start using like right now.
Here it is, your 4-step plan to win. Number 1, know this blueprint inside out. Number 2, prioritize section D. That's the 44-mark literature giant. Give it the attention it deserves. Number 3, practice those writing formats for section B until they're second nature. And number 4, for literature, go beyond the plot. Really focus on understanding the core concepts and themes. So, let's recap the key takeaways. Your blueprint is your roadmap. Use it. Section D is where the big marks are, so focus your energy there. Make sure you know the difference between a summary and essential idea. It's crucial. Practice writing your notices, letters, and articles. And don't forget grammar. It's 10 marks that are basically free points if you just practice a little.
There you have it. The plan is clear, the path is right in front of you. The only question left is, are you ready to take this blueprint and turn it into your own success story? Go out there and ace this exam. You've totally got this.